another awesome day of FileMaker training. Mark, let's go to questions and answers. We're going to kick these to Mark. You're going to ask the question, and then me and Jacob are going to like flip a coin to see who answers it.
No operator results in an empty value. Parser error. I'm trying the following in a calculation. FileMaker 22.0.4. Variable 1 plus variable 2 results is a sum of the two variables as expected. Variable 1 and variable 2 result as a concatenation of the two variables as expected. Variable 1, variable 2. Two variables with no operator between them result is empty.
I don't even know how you even do that, because FileMaker's always going to pitch a fit. How can you even put two objects and not have the link in between? Every time I do that, it says, a parentheses expected, or an ampersand's expected, or a blah, 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 blah.
Is it only happening with local variables?
Sounds just like string. It's just string interpretation. It's probably why it doesn't report an error either, because it goes yes string, which is one of the.
Okay, back up. If it's a string, it'd have to be in quotes. If it's not in quotes, it assumes it's a field or a function or a variable. And there's no variable called $variable1 space $variable2, right? Unless, no, because the ampersand and $sign those are reserved characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I don't think there's a problem here. I think it's I don't know where the issue is basically, but like how do I say that? This doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually matter, because there may or may not be like a value for the variable. Like it may be undefined when this happens.
What I'm saying is I don't know how they even got to this. In the event, you could actually put, no, and Margaret, can you zoom in a little bit for me so I can draw here? So in the event, what?
I said I'm going to go add variables to my data viewer and see what happens.
Well, you try putting those in and see if you can get it to go. But so if you put this into a calculation, that works. If you put that in a calculation, because those symbols in the middle mean something. Here, there's no symbol in the middle. FileMaker, whenever I've done a lot of FileMaker in the last 2 months, that's going to pitch a fit. If you put it just like that, if you put quotes around it, then it's a string, but that is an object, and those are each objects here. There's object 1, there's object 2, and they're not in any way glued together. I don't know how FileMaker would ever accept that being in a calculation. And if you were able to do it, Jacob, I would defer to Jacob's comment, which is you haven't told it what to do. You said, here's two objects. Now what the hell do we do?
It just let me do it.
You're kidding. Can you share your screen?
Sure. I did variable, other variable. Nothing interesting. There you go. Gigantic.
Okay, so you stuck that in there and it compiled.
Yep. You just hit it and it goes, okay. And you can see on the left where my mouse is,
just a blank line. That should generate an error. And for the people
both are undefined too, just to be clear.
Yeah, so let's
try make them globals. There's definitely no global with that. Plus, yeah, blank, no error. Monitor, yeah. No problem.
Unless it's a change or something they needed for layout, LCOs, layout calculation objects or something.
I wonder. Maybe it's a funny interaction with that. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone try two global, put them together with no operator? Ed's talking here. What do you say? It doesn't do anything, but it doesn't throw a dialogue, Ed, right? It's not giving you an error message, right? It says, oh, ampersand or a parenthesis, or it always is. It has to balance the formula, yes. Right? It's not giving us any of that. I see that 20 times a day. No error. Yeah, exactly. So it's a consistent. Okay, I'm going to tell you two things. Logically, what did you write? You wrote, this is an object, this is an object. You didn't say anything else. That should throw an error to stop you from doing that. However, assuming that it lets you to put that in, someone's going, it's a bug. It doesn't give me what I expected. What did you expect?
Yeah.
A plus means we add the math together. An ampersand means you put the strings together. What does nothing mean? What does a space and nothing mean, everyone?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking it's like a string, like we're having a string moment. Everything.
Yeah, but it's in the product across the board. That being said, there is a major update for FileMaker next week. I don't know if this is a bug they fix or this is a feature, but they have numerous security updates next week. So the current server product is 22.0 and Pro and server 22.0.4. It'll be 22.05, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're also updating FileMaker 21. So you have a 21 server. They want these updates done. So everyone, you need to, and if you have something prior to 21,
Update.
yeah.
That's my answer. Update. You're on
Okay,
an older
back
one.
up. Ed just tested all the way back in 19, and it did it in 19. Okay, so that Margaret, Jacob, this is going to be something. It doesn't know how to make the assumption or whatever it needs to do, so it's confused. I mean, okay, fine. I don't know. It's like if you went.
I'm just reading it as UB, undefined behavior. We don't know. It doesn't have it's not a specific. We haven't asked it to do anything, so it's going to do something. That's why I'm like, oh, it's doing string things.
Yeah, I know. Is a bug in the calculation parser.
Something.
Well, bug would imply that there's a correct behavior for it. So what would that be? Scroll down. Okay, what does that say? They define the variable. That's not that. That is not that. Because that is where you explicitly defined a kind of a variable inside of a calculation. Right?
Yeah.
No.
So that's not this.
No.
If you do it as proposed, these are also all calculations. Like, so it's not what the guy is talking about.
Yeah, actually, like real, like it has to do something. It's not just a blind eval.
Some guy's saying if you do try to propose, you get an error message. So some guy somehow managed to get an error message. People are getting spicy in the comments. So.
Oh, the fact that so I'm actually doing as opposed to optimistically missing a point. Yeah. This was my point. Jacob said it nicer, but I'm like, you didn't tell what to do. So how can it be a bug? You just said, if I come to Ed, I'm going to come up to you and go, Ed, I'm going to say blue stripes. 2 words, blue doggy, blue 55. What is the correct response for that?
Anyway, no one knows what's happening.
Yeah, I know. All right, well, Margaret, we don't need to see more sassiness. It's because me and Jacob already have enough sassy for everyone. Okay, how do I import my data file and keep? I've tried many times and it keeps dropping the first. Oh, that's because you have a number field. It has to be a text field.
Oh, do number fields not like beginning zero?
What's a leading zero in number world? It means nothing.
It's not. Yeah. You don't keep it. You literally do not keep it.
So what you? Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not. Yeah. Fair. I'm not even going to repeat that. I'm just going to approve of the comment.
That was a good comment.
Where was that? What was that?
Go read Discord. I'm trying to reduce
Discord.
Jeremy's workload, so I'm not going to read it out loud. But it's a good comment.
It's a bug because it didn't tell me to get my shit together. Perfect. Yeah. So just beep it.
Okay. What was the specific feature that I asked Vince for during our developer tooling? If I'm both joking and also not. That was what I was asking him for, was tools like that would yell at you when you're making obvious mistakes like that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Have a good weekend. I've got to go do deputy sheriff stuff. So.
All right, everybody. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Thanks.
Bye.